Well, an excellent win today, Gary. You must be delighted with that.
Yeah, very pleased. You know, of course, whoever you play and you go away from home and win 4-0, it's a tremendous result. But very pleased for everybody connected at the football club, and certainly some of the goals today were, without doubt, very good of quality.
And yet it could have been quite different, couldn't it, really? Because really for the first 40 minutes, I'd say, we struggled to get into the game, didn't really get our passing going at all, and in fact could have been 1-0 down. They had a very good opportunity early on to go ahead. Yeah,
I thought we were very sloppy the first 10 or 15 minutes of the game, and you know, I don't know, it was lack of concentration or what it was, but first 15 minutes we were very sloppy, which was, you know, disappointing. Rode our luck a little bit that time, as you correctly say, but I felt that, you know, probably from 20-25 minutes we hung in there, and getting into the half-time period, that, you know, there was opportunities where we had switched the play several times with some great outfield passing, and we never really asked enough questions. And, you know, you come in at half-time thinking that, you know, yes, we haven't played as good as what we can, but it's still 0-0, and we get things sorted out and then go out in the second half. But all of a sudden, a 3 or 4 minute spell of quality, I'd say quality without doubt, out of nothing really, both of them. We got 2 goals, one from Moses getting across the box after good work by Elvis Hammond, and of course Kieran Murtagh got another great goal where you know, out of nothing, Andy Little bowled it out there to Moses again, who put Kieran away, and he's got beyond them, and to come in 2-0 up at half time, as I say, after 40 minutes of, you know, not playing the way we would like to have been playing, was very pleasing. But it was important the second half really to keep a clean sheet. It's lovely to go and win, you know, 4-5-1, but for me a clean sheet is important when you're 2-0 up, to make sure we look after that. And so all credit to the defensive boys, and also the creative boys, and the goals that we scored today, because the third and the fourth runs to follow the first 2 we got in the first half from Kieran Murtagh and Ollie Palmer, and I think those people who witnessed these goals here today will go home and say they were of the highest quality.
It looked like we changed formation a bit today, maybe playing 4-5-1. Or I'm not the greatest at reading what we are doing, but it seemed like you did do that. What was the thinking behind that?
We were really 4-3-3. You know, at the end of the day, like we had a situation where we had Moses and Ricky and Ames supporting Elvis, but as soon as the ball ain't there, just tuck back, not right across the park into a 5, but, you know, a little bit more advanced than the other central 3. But a lot of pace in wide areas, a lot of pace up top with Elvis, Kieran Murtagh and Jay Davis, a lot of quality on the ball. Skipper of the team, Mark Ricketts, in respect of being a screen, breaking things up if need be. And we changed it again, but I'll say we're looking at players in different pitches all the time, and it's working well at the moment.
And I thought it was a very, very encouraging debut from Jay Davis, who probably hasn't met the side at all, and he looked to have some real quality on the ball. And what was encouraging, I think, for Woking fans was the sort of fluidity and rhythm that we had in our midfield, particularly in the second half.
Yeah, Jay came in for the first time on Thursday. He came down there where we got him in from Peterborough, which we were grateful for, and we got Jay down on Thursday to meet the players, and of course it made it a little bit more easier for him than just coming into the changing room and not knowing anybody. And as you correctly say, that he done well in there today, very well. You know, he's done well today, and Kieran Murtagh, the other midfield player, has got 2 goals of the highest quality. But, you know, just with 6 minutes to go and the game won, I just felt that, you know, at 3-0, Jay had been booked. I thought a little bit harsh, and more clumsy than anything, no malice in it. And I just wanted to make sure that nothing silly was going to be done by an official or Jay, you know, determined to do well for the 90 minutes, make one mistake and get basically sent off. And at 3-0, it enabled me to be having that luxury of being able to release Jay from basically the field of play. I had a little word with him before he was coming off, just to explain why. He understood that, and making sure that there's no silly mistakes made at the end. So very pleased there.
And is it you who's got the Barry Fry connection at Peterborough?
I think, you know, we've all got a connection there. You know, me and Steve have been in the game a long time, and we're talking to clubs and about players all the time. As I said, that going forward we're trying to build something. It's early days. There's a lot of work to be done at the football club, but I'm just very pleased in respect of that We've got boys at the moment who seem that they're willing to listen and want to learn, and there's a nice team spirit. I must say, I've noticed a lot over the 2-week period we've been at the club where we change things on certain things, the way we want to do things, and we seem like we're getting a good response.
And obviously we've had a fair few comings and goings this week. Can we expect to see any more new faces or any more departures in the weeks to come?
I think that, you know, it's the same as anything really, that, you know, we look at situations and things going forward all the time. You know, you've got to do that, but we won't be rushing into doing things. By the same token, I feel that if there's an opportunity to get a player to the club, which we feel will strengthen the team or the squad, and we'll do that if we can do that, like in respect of if that opportunity arises. We've done well, I think, over the last week, and I must give credit really to the 3 lads who've left the football club. You know, I talk to them, I like to think, in a professional way with a lot of respect, being honest with them, letting them know the way I wanted to take Woking forward, and they accepted the honesty and respected that, and they want to play football. So I'd like to thank those 3 boys, Alan Inns, Sam Hurrell and Jerome Maladon, in respect of the way they received the conversation I had with them in the interest of the football club, and they certainly expressed that they wanted to play football but wished the football club all the best going forward. So that's nice when you do that, but I think that the benefit what came out of them conversations was honest, sitting down and having a chat, and at the end of the day it makes it easy for everyone.
And finally, I've got to ask you about Ollie Palmer's strike. I mean, he'd only been on the pitch about a minute, hadn't he? It was a fantastic strike. I mean, to be honest, I was looking for the ball sort of in the car park behind.
Well, I was looking for it on the runway at Stansted, so no, it's a wonderful strike, and he's a lovely boy. You know, he's a lovely lad, and wonderful strike for him, and something he'll treasure. But you know, hopefully that'll give him a little bit of belief, and you know, he'll be controlled the right way. He knows that, and same as the other young lads at the club. And you know, we're prepared to give that youth an opportunity to show what they can do going forward, which we've got to do at the football club. You know, there's no secret about it. We were made of the situation when we came in and the finances, which me and Steve Thompson are very comfortable about. But like I say, it gives us an opportunity to look going forward, and whatever comes out between now and the end of the season, going forward, we go from there.
Lovely, thanks very much, Gary.
Cheers.
Enjoy your evening.